Okay, so time to head out to the mission and the village that has been affected by NPC-itis. We must stop the contagion before it spreads. So, from what I've heard, and again, like, thankfully no one's really given away any spoilers, but apparently this is the first chapter to show any real significant differences between the routes. Apparently on the Golden Deer route, this chapter is very different, but that's all I know. I did hear that the routes did start to diverge pre-time skip, but I'm guessing now is the point where that divergence actually happens.
You've got to go now.
Yes, you waited a whole month doing paralogs, but now you let the contagion spread too far. It's got out of control. We have to go now. No more paralogs for you.
The situation in Remire village has changed drastically. We don't know much more than that.
Oh no, NPC-itis has become even worse.
We're hearing reports that the villagers are killing each other. Some say houses are burning. Regardless, we need to move.
If we save those houses, we'll get bonus experience. Oh wait, this is Radiant Dawn 310. Seriously, bring back bonus experience. Okay! That's one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. But that was rendered a little bit unintentionally funny by the voice acting. Oh, wait a minute! That face, those veins. That is what those who slither, at least one of those who slither in the dark looks like. So maybe they're people who've been infected by this thing, rather than naturally looking creepy and evil.
Help! Somebody please help!
What's going on here?
Has Dimitri seen this kind of thing before? Oh, wait a minute. What if the tragedy of Duska happened because people were infected with this?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
I might be off base there, but the way Dimitri's reacting, it definitely seems like he's seen this before.
Don't waste your time on me. Saving the villagers is far more important. We haven't a moment to lose.
What can we do amid such confusion?
We'll have to take up arms against the villagers who are rampaging. If we strike carefully, it should be possible to spare their lives.
Yeah, smack them with the blunt end of a weapon or something.
Oh dear. Isn't there a more peaceful way to deal with this?
Well, do you know Greater Restoration? I feel like Greater Restoration could help right about now, if this was D&D.
No matter how long it takes, we'll need to check and rescue them all, one at a time.
Oh.
Those who have gone mad may be victims themselves. Is it possible to save them?
Well, saving the poor people who aren't crazy is definitely our top priority. Let's get on with it.
Slow down, Annette. It won't do anyone any good if we panic and get injured ourselves.
Isn't that? Your Highness, suspicious figures spotted in the village. They seem to be watching the chaos.
Are they the ones responsible for this madness? If so, it's clear what must be done. Kill them all. Don't let a single one of them escape. Sever their limbs and crush their wicked skulls!
Okay then! Guess we're getting our first glimpse of post-time skip Dimitri then. And now I know why people find that killing is wrong regardless of the reasons line from Heroes ironic. Okay, I've got two theories here. Either one, Dimitri's seen this before and has a particular hatred for those responsible. Or two, this curse is somehow affecting Dimitri's mind and actually driving him insane. So, yeah. What do we have here? Church soldiers. Gerald is in the middle. Oh, he has a personal skill too. Blade Breaker. Well, that's pretty cool. And Keen Intuition. Okay. That's pretty solid. I think I saw some people with that before. Fiery Floor. Huh, yeah, guessing that damages you. Breakable Wall. Huh. Oh, and Thomas is surrounded by enemies. So, I'm guessing they're just holding him hostage. Oh, he's only a noble? He's not even a priest? What does that sword no mean? Non-combatants. Oh, right. That's interesting. That's more of an AI behavior modifier than a skill, honestly. So, if you're a non-combatant, tell me, why do you have Life Taker? Just saying. Oh, there's a chest here. Huh, I feel like flyers will definitely be helpful in this map. Mysterious soldiers! Yeah, I wonder if those who slid in the dark are involved in this, or if it's actually the Flame Emperor. Okay, there's a villager there. And a villager there. Okay, I get the feeling that some of these villagers are nice NPCs, and some of them are insane. So, okay. Also, what are the general, like, levels and stats like on the enemies here? Let's just quickly check. Oh, Rampaging Villager. Okay, it tells you which ones are rampaging. I'm guessing the Rampaging Villagers are weaker than the other enemies. A lot of Rampaging Villagers in the middle here. But that's a Mysterious Soldier, and yeah, they are decently strong. Although they're not hit rates. Their attack speed is pretty bad. There's also no obvious boss on this map, from the look of things. Oh boy, that village is in serious trouble already. So yeah, from what I can tell, let's go to that's the wrong button. Let's go to conditions. Route the enemy. There's no obvious boss on this map, at least not yet. Okay, who are we bringing? Obviously Byleth and Dimitri are going. I think I should focus on some lower level characters for now. I don't want Flame to see this. I think she's too innocent to see this. Sylvain will definitely help. I definitely want Ingrid because flyers are going to be pretty useful here. I kind of want Hilda too, honestly. I guess if I'm bringing Ash, I should also bring Catherine. I don't think I want to bring Manuela though. So yeah, I'll probably go for Ingrid here. Oh wait, that gives me no healers, so I'm going to go for Mercedes then. Sorry, Annette, but, well, you did kind of fail an exam before. Though that gives me 0 magic offense. But do I really need that or not? To be honest, I don't think Dedue will be useful here. This is really a move quickly map. I think I will actually bring Annette. Though Felix has more range on his spells. Oh, right, there's Ingrid. She just hasn't loaded in yet. So, gotta remember that Byleth actually has Lock Touch. Oh, and Hilda's an Armor Knight now. Almost forgot about that for a second. Okay, so... I think I'm gonna begin this with a Stride. Oh, also, I can finally take away Catherine's battalion. I mean, but she's strong enough, really, to kill most enemies, even with a battalion. Okay, I'll put Stride on you for a second. Dimitri also has Stride, and Ash has Stride. Okay. I'm particularly worried about this villager over here. Because obviously, yeah. They wouldn't just kill him immediately. It's gonna take a little while to get to him, but just in case, I might have, like, Cyril rush to him as quickly as possible. Okay. A little nervous about this already, but let's do this. I knew that I'd regret making all those NPC-itis jokes eventually. I knew this chapter would be a pretty serious one. I just couldn't resist.
There are some suspicious-looking ruffians out there, but our top priority is to rescue the villagers. Got it? I'll rein in the villagers who've turned violent. You focus on rescuing the others.
Okay. Say the villagers that are being attacked by the rampaging villagers. Oh, this song! I heard this one in one of the Heroes, like, New Heroes banners.
I'll give it my all.
Okay, if we're going to go Stride... What happens if I aim Stride in the very middle? I do not catch Cyril in that. Yeah, I had a feeling that I'd heard this song before in this game. I don't think I have. Okay. Come on, you can do it. You can rescue those dumb villagers. Go, go, go. That's probably a bad idea. But it's Cyril to the rescue!
Kill! Kill!
In the words of Ike, sorry, but I can't perish right now. And immediately rescued. Good, okay.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Okay, Hilda, you can do this. Though you probably need to go. I really want them to, her and Byleth to get their A support quickly. But Byleth's gonna go this way because of that chest, so I guess Hilda can head that way, but I don't think she'll get A support with Byleth if she goes that way. Unfortunately.
Stay focused.
Oh, actually, Byleth can go all the way down here. In fact, he can go even further. Okay, that guy's definitely aggroed onto that villager. Is that villager going to die? No. Looks like the villagers are fairly durable. Also, Byleth just ran straight through fire there. But he can think about being burned after he saves those villagers. Okay. Hilda. No Byleth support if she goes that way. But I still kind of want to fight this guy. And she now has a gargantuan shield. Yeah, okay, so no victory quotes. I'm pretty sure that they do get disabled in serious chapters. I've had someone saying it's probably a glitch, but I kind of doubt it. Okay, attacking you from range might be...
Here we go.
Can I double you with my... Yes, I can. Well, I don't know how you can exactly avoid killing someone with a fire spell, but yeah. I guess you can kind of mentally tone down how much the magic hurts them.
Thank you.
Or maybe it's just like, maybe you can make it like Phantasmal Force in D&D, where it's like an illusory fire and not actually real fire. And they only think they're burning, but they're actually fine.
I'll crush them all.
I want her and Ash to get some supports up, but I may as well have old Kathy go over here.
Is that all?
They might be berserk, but they're still just villagers. I'm kind of pronouncing it almost like villages.
Ready.
But no, villagers. Okay. Let's see, can Sylvain take you down? Not with that. Just barely not with that. Yeah, those portraits are really, really horrifying. Actually. I think I did kind of see someone in the comments at one point say, like, there are some portraits in this game that make the Feral One portraits from Path of Radiance look tame, and I think this is probably what they were referring to, unless it gets even worse. But, yeah. And that's also a rampaging villager.
Here goes.
I kind of want Dimitri to fight and not to, you know, get, and not to just waste his turn using Stride.
Too slow.
Yeah, no, part of me feels kind of bad that I'm making these maps look very easy, because I am pretty over-leveled for this point in the game. But on the other hand, again, like, this is more about reacting to the game mechanics stuff for the first time and to the story for the first time than, you know, a really serious challenge. Because I do probably plan to do a hard Golden Deer run as like a full walkthrough style run of this game eventually. Okay, that's not impossible, good to know. Uh-oh. A Herp-derp is in danger. Okay, right, so you do start getting attacked immediately. The good news is these these villages are pretty durable, so I think I'm pretty confident in getting Cyril to rescue them. And Blade broken, I guess. Well, these church soldiers definitely suck. Catherine, show them how it's done. Bit of a sword uppercut there that also apparently doesn't kill this guy. Oh, right. Rampaging villagers come out of the houses. That makes sense. I was about to say, well, this guy is totally dead, but obviously he's not actually dead. Please don't surround that guy. Okay, good. They're running into forests. They do occasionally have the sense of NPC Zephiel from Battle Before Dawn.
The one giving orders to the others. Isn't that Tomas, the librarian?
Unless Tomas is a hostage. Because, yeah, I feel like that whole non-combatant thing is like, you know, an AI modifier rather than an actual, oh boy, that means I get a turn. That's a bow. I mean, it's still only double might and not triple might in this game. And I can probably Canto out of that. Oh, I can just barely Canto out of that range, I think. Alternatively, I can go here and show off the true power of being a bow wyvern. Oh, that is cool. That looks really cool. Onward, my reindeer wyvern! Onward! And I should be able to save that guy next turn, too. But yeah, because if they didn't give him that skill, obviously the AI would just attack him. But again, whether he's complicit in this or whether he's just a hostage, I don't know. Because so far I feel like Dimitri's fatal flaw is that he has a very strong sense of justice, but that often causes him to jump to conclusions when it comes to who he should be killing. And I feel like that might backfire on him when the time skip hits. Or even before, we shall see. I almost wonder if this is where Dimitri starts to go off the deep end. Like, what if Dimitri actually, executes Tomas after this chapter? I can honestly kind of see that happening. This music is honestly a little bit unfitting for this, though. It sounds a bit too heroic for my liking. This game has had a few problems with, like, awkward music choices for chapters, from what I can tell. Oh, she has stride. They're like, you can do it, you have more motivation than the one leading us, although that's not very hard. And this is why I sent Byleth that way. Giant Shell. Oh, defense boost. Huh, and every other Fire Emblem that's been called the Draco Shield or Dragon Shield. So not sure why they're suddenly deciding to, you know, call it something different. There aren't a lot of villagers left to save, so I think if I can somehow kill this guy, or, you know, incapacitate, because we're apparently not killing them, you know, honestly, that's actually not going to make much of a difference. I'd probably rather do this and force these two to suicide against Dimitri on the enemy phase. Mastered Cavalier. Okay, Cavalier gets Desperation for Mastery. Good to know. Did I swap Dimitri out of Cavalier just before he mastered? I did, didn't I? Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, he's probably going to go back in there for a few more levels anyway. Oh, his stats look pretty solid as a Lord. I think the reason why his speed was so low earlier is because he was a Cavalier. But yeah, if I'd actually, like, I'm pretty sure at this point, Sylvain has enough movement range to get this guy with a weapon he can actually double with, so weakening him on this phase just wouldn't really serve much of a purpose, whereas now, well, they're gonna attack Sylvain, but same difference, they'll both die on the enemy phase. Annette, you have not done anything yet, and that kind of disappoints me, but oh well. Oh, but you can rally. Any archers over there? Yep! Like, don't get me wrong, this is a good song, but, I mean, it's a little unfitting for a map like this.
Thanks. Tomas, what are you doing here?
I'm not Tomas. My name is Solon, the savior of all. What's the matter? So shocked you can't even speak? You were so easily fooled by my disguise.
So, wow. I am so shocked that I can't even speak because I didn't even see that plot twist coming at all. I was too busy speculating on who the Flame Emperor was and who the Death Knight is that I just didn't even think that Like, I was like, oh yeah, Tomas doesn't have support options, so, you know, maybe he's, you know, maybe he dies, or, you know, because, I mean, he's not the Death Knight, why would he be the Death Knight? And how did I not realize, oh, there could be another mysterious villain that Tomas could be? Because I should have got more suspicious about that we had not seen Those Who Slither in the Dark yet, and this map didn't have a boss, and, like, I am mentally kicking myself right now, because I consider myself good at guessing plot twists, and I did not even expect that Tomas was that guy. Like, we saw this guy in trailers, we saw Tomas in trailers, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess Those Who Slither in the Dark might only appear after the time skip or something. Wow. Yeah.
I was hiding away in Derek Muck to get the blood of that little girl called Flame.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, this is going to be interesting, looking back and editing some of my earlier videos, and, because as of this point, I haven't actually edited that point where I think I dismissed Tomas as a suspect in Flame's kidnapping.
With her blood, we'll be one step closer to realizing our goal.
And the other thing is, where do Those Who Slither in the Dark fit in terms of all this? Like, what faction are they part of? Are they part of the, like, the Edelgard faction, or... Like, are they part of the, like, I know, like, they're probably not along with the Flame Emperor, but what are they trying to accomplish? And, yep, I had a feeling, yep, change in objective.
I'll have a bit of fun here, too.
Okay, well, this chapter suddenly got a lot more interesting really quickly.
That's the Death Knight. He must be an ally of Tomas, or Solon, or whoever he is.
Or not. Right now, I'm suspecting they're totally separate, and he's just here because he wants a good fight. Meanwhile, yeah, let's just continue the enemy phase. Wow. I was so busy looking for plot twists when it came to other characters that I never even suspected Tomas. Like, I kind of did for a moment, also, but that village is awesome. Like, for a moment I was like, oh yeah, you know, maybe he's gonna die later in the story, or, I don't know, maybe he's gonna turn out to be an evil, fanatical church member, but... I'm just floored by this, because I completely just, I really should have seen it coming. Like, that's something that I saw, like, in a video that was talking about plot twists recently. I was saying that a good plot twist is not one that makes you say, I didn't see that coming, but one that makes you say, I should have seen that coming. And that's the case here. I feel like I really should have seen this coming. So now, on my side Black Eagles file, I'm going to be talking to Tomas in Exploration a lot more often and trying to figure out those hints. Because, yeah, of course there's a Dark Bishop. Those Who Slither in the Dark. Yeah, his faction name has changed. Trying to sway the faith and leadership of Fogland. Cerise Staff. Solon's preferred weapon. Huh. Interesting. Intermediate dark magic. Yeah, I know Banshee from the other roots, but Death. I don't even know what Greek letter that is. High crit rate. Okay, so it's kind of following, Guidance rules? Yeah, like, in hindsight, that Life Taker was a dead giveaway. Wait a minute, what? Agarthan technology? Technology? Huh. Yeah, I wonder about that. Maybe we'll be seeing like a technologically advanced faction in a Fire Emblem game, and if that's true, that will be really awesome. But yeah, I had a feeling the rampaging villagers were connected to Those Who Slither in the Dark because their faces, like the veins in their faces, look very similar.
Thank you.
Cyril is just being the savior now, isn't he? And Mr. Death Knight. He's here. His stats are... And yeah, Flame Emperor army, not Those Who Slither in the Dark. Crescent Sickle. Okay. Another Crescent Sickle. So, I'm guessing that you want to fight these guys before you fight Solon. Well, I shouldn't have said, oh, this chapter's going to be pretty easy, right? As it turns out, nope. Okay, now I want to javelin him. Okay, yeah, I'm suddenly a lot more animated than I was at the start of this episode. I'm still kind of floored by the fact that I never even suspected Tomas. I was too busy looking for plot twists elsewhere. Like for the record, I still think the Flame Emperor is Edelgard. Like, I'm still suspecting that, but...
Who's next?
I could also be wrong about that. That also looks pretty cool, by the way. I could also be wrong about that, because, again, I was wrong about Tomas. I mean, I had a feeling Yuritsa was probably a red... Well, you know, we don't even know. Like, you know, they could... Like, Yuritsa could be the Death Knight, as far as we know. Because, like, at one point I was thinking, wait, if Edelgard is the Flame Emperor, wouldn't that make, Again, I could be totally wrong about this, but I was thinking, like, if Edelgard's the Flame Emperor, wouldn't that make the Death Knight's most obvious suspect, Severus Snape? I mean, I can't believe I didn't make that connection earlier. Hubert. But Hubert is playable in the map where you first fight the Death Knight, so obviously that's not true. So, yeah. That's, we shall see. Okay. Let's hope I don't provoke you into moving before it's too soon. Not because I don't want to fight you, but more because I don't want to fight you too soon. Why don't you heal that nice soldier over there?
Appreciate it.
But yeah, I kind of want to talk about that. Like, that video was from a series that I've watched a lot of lately called Trope Talk that I find really awesome.
I won't hold back.
And yeah, their part on plot twist was actually pretty cool. And it talks about, like, the qualities of, like, what makes a bad plot twist, and did not talk much about what makes a good plot twist, more about what makes a bad plot twist. But it was actually one of the comments that gave that quote that I actually think is really apt. Again, like, a good plot twist is not one that you didn't see coming, but one that you should have seen coming. I'll stride later. I'm not going to get over that. I can't believe I never even thought to question that. I was just like, oh yeah, those who slither in the dark are probably going to be introduced later.
Thank you.
It's not like someone in the monastery is secret. Like, I thought that someone in the monastery was secretly evil. Like, that was obvious, but I was suspecting it to be Geralt or Alois, honestly, or again, Edelgard. Then again, if Edelgard does turn out to be the Flame Emperor, I wouldn't say that she's evil per se. Just that she's maybe a little too gung-ho about defying the church and breaking their hold of power. Again, purely a theory. I could be totally wrong about all this. I was totally wrong about Tomas, after all. Huh. Actually, I could have Cyril sitting up behind and smack this guy. Which, you know, I could just straight up do right now, if I wanted to. That'd be kind of a fitting way to end this, if, like, he'd be, like, Cyril's, like, I did chores for you this whole time! And all this time, you've been a creepy evil sorcerer? Eat this! But I guess for now, I'll send Cyril over this flank. Okay, have the Mysterious Soldiers factions changed too? Probably not, because right now we only have, oh, Mysterious Soldier. Yep, they have changed. Yeah, the very fact that those who slither in the dark and Flame Emperor Army are separate factions already kind of implies that, yeah. Also, Barlow's gonna stand on hot coals just because he can. Yeah, already kind of implies that they're not working together. But, like, I mean, you're meant to think they're working together, but I'm pretty sure they're not working together. Although I think I did, unfortunately, read a comment that may have been a bit of a spoiler that said that those who slither in the dark's plotline only really gets closure on the Golden Deer routes. Which, honestly, I kind of suspected. But I don't know if I should... Well, I mean, I've already been wildly speculating about the whole Edelgard thing, so I guess I can give my speculations as to what might happen later in the story. Like, I always had the feeling that...
Thank you!
That Dimitri's route, the Blue Lions, might end up focusing on fighting Edelgard when she starts becoming a female Hardin / female... again, I could be totally wrong about all this. / female Rudolph. while Edelgard's route, again, I'm suspicious that she's the one who had 2 routes that was mentioned in the Thannibomb League, and I'm suspicious that one of those routes is where, oh, thanks for giving me a signal, by the way, one of those routes is where, like, you talk her out of her extremism and go more of a neutral path, and the other is where you go full-on extremist and basically reform the world, but at what cost? And I know this has become my catchphrase so far, but again, I could be totally wrong about all. No, don't you!
You are but a savage, insignificant beast. Yet you think you can kill me?
Okay, so, on the one hand, I've heard NPCs can't kill bosses in this game. I guess it's time to find out. Well, you would be doubling anyway. Something that someone else pointed out in comments that I thought was pretty cool is that, it'd be really funny if one of the generic NPCs took him down, is that, a lot of dark magic in this game looks like, oh, also, crazy boss themes happening right now. Looks like the Void from Super Paper Mario. Okay, if I take you down now, I get myself another Dork Seal. But at this point, I'm strong enough not to get doubled by the majority of your forces. Well, not to get doubled by you, I mean. I don't know why I said majority of your forces, but you still have a stupidly high crit rate, and I really, really don't like that. Oh, yeah, that suspicious heal tile in the middle of nowhere, of course it meant something. Okay, Byleth, can you get to this chest quickly? Wait, I get a game over if I lose Gerald. I just realized, I was like, oh, I'm gonna let Gerald die, because then, you know, it'll make things more convenient for me, right? No, I actually have to protect him.
Why?
We actually have to get a chance to save the main character's father for a change. I should have brought some chest keys on my flyers. That was dumb. Though granted, this is the same boss theme as the Death Knight, so maybe they are working together. Or it could just be a generic, you know, powerful foe theme. How dangerous... You are actually pretty dangerous to me. Even though it is double might, not triple might, you're still pretty dangerous to me.
Guess I'm pretty strong.
Yeah, you are right now. His speed certainly gained a lot on promotion to Wyvern Rider. I was about to say Wyvern Lord, but he almost is Wyvern Lord. Oh, now you double.
Just give up.
Granted, this map is still looking pretty easy because I'm very over-leveled, but, I mean, I hope my reaction to the whole Solon thing was still enjoyable. You don't get support points for, doing that, do you? I don't think so, but oh well. I have a feeling Dimitri's going to have some very choice words for this guy. I wonder if Catherine will too. The problem is, I can't just Divine Pulse and, oh, you're just going to kill a random soldier. I can't just Divine Pulse and reload if Catherine beats the boss, because the chat will be over if she does. Because I would really like to see if Catherine, like a soldier of the church, has a special quote against this guy. I did remember to equip Night Kneeler, didn't I? Yes, I did, and I have legendary weapons too. I might actually try and take down the Death Knight here, but we'll see how well that ends. Oh! Oh, I thought that was like a hill! I thought this area was totally isolated, but no, you can actually walk straight up there. Actually, what happens if I go full zoomed in mode here? Look at Mr. Solon there. I should probably check out his battalion too. What is his battalion? Solon Subordinates. Nice alliteration there. Actually, I don't think that's really alliteration. I'm so sorry, random church soldier. And Life Taker. Well, that's gonna make fighting him easier for me, I guess. Like, by easier for me, I mean more of a challenge for me, which is actually the exact opposite meaning. I can't talk right now, and that's because I just still kind of floored by the fact that I never saw it coming, to quote Last Surprise.
That's it.
I still just can't believe it. Like, it's probably very much a, like, not seeing the forest for the trees moment.
This is the end.
Damn. Am I losing my edge?
Well, that was dumb. That's really annoying, actually. He was fully healed. Like, that fluke crit was the only thing that did him in. Is there a way I can shove that random soldier out of the way so he doesn't equip death on his phase? Oh, because I would hate to lose the opportunity to beat the Death Knight just because Solon got a fluke critical on Geralt. I mean, I know it's my fault for letting Geralt get too close, but... really, it was Geralt's own fault for just charging in gung-ho. That's really, really annoying, actually. Like, that actually really, really frustrates me. Because, yeah, like, I don't think I had anything to do with that. Like, if I'd known the Death Knight would spawn on this map, I would have rushed everyone to that location and got to him quicker, because I feel confident that I can beat the Death Knight in pretty easily right now, and I want to try, but you just had to crit Geralt, didn't you? Hilda defeated Breakable Wall, that's pretty cool. Like, if I do different actions, will his RNG change? I guess I have to try. No one's gonna draw his aggro away from that random NPC. But I could gambit. He doesn't even have the commander skill. Okay, please tell me somebody has a gambit that will not kill him. That will kill him. I need a weak gambit. I do not think that I have one. Ah. Then again, him being stuck will just force him to attack Geralt, and the same thing will probably happen again. Well, I've done something slightly differently, so hopefully the RNG is going to change. And I probably don't want to put Dimitri next to Geralt because... does allies include green units? I don't know. Like in terms of the career charm skill. Sorry, I've been all over the place mood-wise for this chapter, but that just really annoys me. Just the fact that I might lose my chance to beat the Death Knight just because he got a fluke crit on Geralt. Okay, you didn't use up your crit RNG there. I mean, and Geralt was the one who initiated combat, too. So, like, if you didn't attack him, you wouldn't risk a critical. Just saying, please don't attack him. I mean, you will. I know you will. Don't crit Geralt, please. Please don't crit him. He didn't that time. Okay, good. Okay, good, yeah, NPCs do leave the boss with 1 health. But, hey, give her a raise! Please give that soldier a raise! Fearlessly charging into the creepy evil sorcerer and, yeah, not even dying to him. That's great. That's amazing. Okay, the Death Knight needs to die right now. Like, there's no other recourse about it. I need to beat him now if I'm gonna have any chance of actually...
Stay focused.
That's not good. Or is it?
I'm on it.
You don't have stride. Hilda has stride. I don't know if this will give him enough movement to reach that chest. But I can try. Come on, Byleth, you can do it. Yes! Thank you, Stride! And Sylvain for breaking that wall. Oh, yeah, now I get a Horse Slayer. If I wait an extra turn somehow, I could probably grab that Horse Slayer off of you and then... But Geralt's probably going to be a moron and attack this guy. But, like, if I don't beat Solon this turn, hero NPC is going to die. I obviously don't want that to happen. Point blank volley. Yeah, now's about the time where combat arts that let me double guaranteed are kind of interesting. Of course, if I have Cyril do that, I have to make sure he doesn't get criticals, and that is a pretty serious crapshoot. Meanwhile, Burning Quake, what does that do? Decent damage, and she could easily crit and just finish him off, or I could use Night Kneeler and actually not do as much damage. Okay, step the first. Point blank volley. And I suppose I should use the, I mean, he's gonna hit me anyway. I don't think he's gonna miss. So having him with a bit higher accuracy is probably not the end of the world. I may as well do a little bit... Actually, if she finishes him off regardless, I don't even need to do a bit more damage. I can probably afford to use this. And I have a bit of a high hit rate. And you only have 10 crit on me. Those would be famous last words. Okay, Cyril, you've been the hero for saving the villagers. Let's see if you can prove yourself against Mr. Death Knight.
You are not the one I crave.
Interesting. So, okay, right now I am kind of worried about, that was cool, about that chance to crit, but if he doesn't crit me, please don't crit me, please don't crit me, please don't crit me. Thank you. Wow, he missed with an 81. Okay, the thing that I'm a little worried about with the Death Knight right now is, it kind of seems like they're trying to cash in on the Black Knight's popularity with him. Like, he's a guy who likes fighting, his identity is mysterious, he wears black armor, he wants to fight someone in particular. So, yeah. A little worried, like, just like with Geralt. Although Geralt turned out to not be very much like Grail in the end, so maybe he'll turn out to not be like the Black Knight in the end. I guess we shall find out. This has just been the part about me maybe making tons of wild plot speculations. Yeah, guaranteed hit, might as well go for this, unless he somehow, like, pulls out Pavis out of nowhere or something. Or it could be a she. I mean, there's always the chance it could be Lysithea, which is kind of weird.
My blade craves their flesh. The weak will eventually die.
The weak with no turn counts will die. And the glorious LTC Empire will rise. That is what the Flame Emperor wishes.
Let him get away. That doesn't matter now. Our top priority is to kill Solon.
Yeah, Dimitri's definitely going bananas right now. I don't think there's any way I can grab that second scythe, so, who's ready for, likely, some Dimitri insane voice acting? Oh, no boss quote! Really? I am shocked that Dimitri doesn't have a special boss quote.
I must keep aiming higher.
Why have you gone after this village? What are you planning?
I could have conducted this experiment on any test subjects. Now that I have what I came for, I must bid you farewell.
Wait! Damn it, he's gone.
I knew that would happen.
I will survey the village. There may still be some survivors.
So now you're recollecting yourself. Again, what if there's some kind of curse that makes Dimitri go crazy around this sort of thing happening? Hey, everyone survived. I get the feeling that that one guy up near the windmill is pretty hard to say if you don't have a stride flyer, though. Oh, advanced seal. That's cool. Well, who's MVP? Of course Cyril was. Makes perfect sense for him to be the MVP for that. Now I'm wondering, yeah, how different this is on the Golden Deer
Looks
route.
like we somehow managed to sort things out, and casualties were kept to a minimum.
Yeah, pretty sure that ... means lots of people still died.
They said they weren't picky about who they used as their test subjects.
They want to infect more people with that, possibly throw that at Garrick Mock, and that would end badly.
Because of them, The people of Remire Village.
There you are.
That armor. So, you're the Flame Emperor.
I knew the Flame Emperor will be showing up at some point this chapter, given the title.
Yes. I believe you have met my subordinate, the Death Knight.
Oh, we've met all right. But back to you. You're the one responsible for the destruction of this village.
I still don't think they are. I still think they're separate factions.
Do not get the wrong idea.
What in blazes does that mean?
It is true that I am working with Solon, but that does not mean our objectives are the same.
Oh, okay, you are working with Solon then. Huh.
Had I known they planned to do this, I would have stopped it. You have my word.
Yeah, I had a feeling. This is like a case of even evil has standards.
Your words are meaningless. Now, I'll have to insist that you accompany us back to the monastery.
We've had a big battle. I don't think you're capable of, like, restraining her for now, especially after in an alternate timeline, you got crit to death by Solon.
I cannot abide that. However, if you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
Ah.
What?
If left to their own devices, they will commit countless more violent acts like this one. Do you not wish to prevent that?
Oh, a temporary truce while we fight those who slither in the dark.
With the sword of the Creator on our side, Solon would not be a threat.
Oh. Interesting. Huh. I have heard that there are branching paths outside of the obvious root branches, but... I'm not sure. Like, right now, I'm pretty sure we'll end up fighting the Flame Emperor's faction anyway, regardless of if they turn out to be Edelgard or not. Like, I still feel like this is honestly a Vox Machina allying with Raishan situation. This deal mostly boils down to whether we kill the Flame Emperor before or after Solon.
Pity, though not unexpected. Pray that you do not live to regret your choice.
Gerald, Professor, have you seen His Highness?
Oh no, he's gone off on his own. He's probably just going crazy somewhere, isn't he?
What's wrong, kid? Huh? Oh, damn it!
Or, you know, Dimitri could be the Flame Emperor, but I don't know. I don't really think... Yeah, so right now, my main reason why I think that Edelgard is the Flame Emperor is because that voice could easily be a distorted Tara Plaid.
He's gone.
Of course, me, while we're speculating about who the Flame Emperor is, may be totally blind to Tomas being Solon.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Since coming to the monastery, you've changed.
You've leveled up a lot more, but really, yeah, he's smiling more.
You've been angry since we first arrived in Remire Village. And you look so happy when you're instructing the brats. Before the monastery, I'd never seen you bear your emotions like that. Not once.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder whether Byleth, like, is only now starting to quote-unquote grow emotions.
Then perhaps it's a good thing we came to the monastery. If only so I could see your face lit up like that.
Yeah, Geralt still regrets most of it.
Or maybe there was never any reason for us to leave the monastery in the first place.
Okay. Us. Yeah, us. That's very suspicious.
I've put my foot in my mouth, haven't I? Though I suppose it may be nearly that time.
Byleth, this might be hard for you to hear, but you're actually several billion years old, and so am I.
Come to my office when you next have a moment to spare. There's something I need to tell you.
Just what was that about? I can't recall a time of old when you were at the monastery. I wonder what is hiding in the mist that is your past.
Me too, but I'm pretty sure I've kind of figured it out to an extent. Or sort of. Actually, someone in the comments may have spoiled me, but it was already half my theory anyway.
Professor, I'm sorry you saw that side of me in the village. It must have been quite a shock to you and the others. I'm mortified by my behavior.
Well, wasn't a shock to Byleth, because Byleth has seen a vision of the future where Dimitri has an eye patch and is screaming to kill every last one of them.
When I saw the chaos and violence there, My mind just went completely dark. I see why you would say that. I always strive to keep my emotions at bay, but sometimes the darkness takes hold and it's impossible to suppress. It just shows you how lacking I am. I have much to learn.
Honestly, I mean, I can't really say what'll end up happening to Dimitri later, but the fact that he at least acknowledges that shows that he's probably not a bad person.
I've told you before that someday we may find ourselves facing something we simply cannot accept. That's what the chaos in Remire village was to me. Solon and the Flame Emperor are both beasts who must be eliminated. Demons who kill the innocent. They aren't even human at this point.
But this is where you start getting into, yeah, I may have been right about Dimitri's fatal flaw, yeah, so he's not exactly one for hearing out other people, and they might have sympathetic motives. I don't think Dimitri wants to hear that right now. Let's choose this option.
It must be hard to fathom. It's true that I don't have any strong connection to those villagers.
They were innocent people.
You see, Professor, I saw the same flames of torment just 4 years ago. In Dusker.
Yep, I totally called it. Totally called it. I knew it.
Please, have mercy!
The pain! Make the burning stop! Help me! Somebody!
Avenge us! Those who killed us! Tear them apart! Destroy them all!
Okay, that sounds a bit like Patrick Sykes, but that must be his father.
My father, my stepmother, 4 years ago, they lost their lives to those flames. I'll never forget. I still remember their faces, their screams, the tortured last moments of every person who died that day. But right now, all that matters is that we do whatever we can to help the surviving villagers get back to their normal lives. Thank you for everything. There's a reason that I came to the Officers' Academy. Just one reason.
I'm sorry, the first thing that came into my head was to kill Edelgard.
I came here for revenge. And one day, I will have it.
Okay. Well, there's that darkness they talked about with Dimitri earlier.
You did well handling that awful business in Remire Village.
Meanwhile, back to whatever's your next mission.
I am certain the goddess shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage.
I thought we'd kept him away from the Dark Seals.
I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic.
She can't hear you. Actually, maybe she can.
Who are these wicked foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance.
Okay. Lascivia is from that house. Maybe she knows something.
Around 8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again, just last year.
Okay, maybe on the Golden Deer route, she has a bit more of a personal connection to Tomas/Solon.
After having worked at Garrigmach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish?
He said it. He had Flame's blood. That's what he needed.
Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility. Supposing that he is the Death Knight, that means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
In the long history of the Church of Seros. No, long before even that. There have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan.
Well, yeah, we're fighting them all the time now.
Yet those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery. I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
Yes, but I also believe they're totally separate factions that are actually only working together for convenience and actually kind of hate each other.
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
I still think, I mean, again, after they did that horrible stuff to the villagers as an experiment, probably not likely, but it would be really interesting to have, like, a creepy, evil Garneth-looking character who actually turned out to have completely sympathetic motivations.
I have truly come to rely on you. I believe that the monastery will remain safe so long as we have you. We do not yet know the enemy's objective or whereabouts. For now, please devote yourself to preparing for whatever comes next.
That is all for today.
Professor, please wait. I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power. I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
Haha. Yeah. That was kinda, honestly, yeah. Sort of. This one I'm not so surprised by because, yeah, I had a feeling Sothis was related to the goddess somehow, either as a reincarnation, or not.
The goddess Sothis? Is that what she just said?
Is something the matter?
Oh.
I see. Sothis is the goddess's true name. Please do not use it carelessly.
Yeah, there's a thing about that in one of the books in the library.
Farewell.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I? For now, let's leave this place. Please, go.
Yeah, let's not tell her that the goddess is our imaginary friend. That would probably end badly. So, yeah, that was a wham episode. Plot just kind of happened all over the place, to quote Rowan Mithril. So, see you next time for, well, apparently the ball, I think, is next month, and I'm kind of hoping Byleth gets to go with Hilda, but anyway. See you next time for, hopefully, nothing horrible happening.